You're never too old to make someone you love a greeting card. Today, I'll walk you through how I make my I love you more than ice cream card with little watercolor hearts. This card was inspired by my grandparents who always had a bowl of ice cream after dinner every night. If you're new here, hi, I'm Jess from The Loopy Lefty. I'm a left-handed calligrapher who believes art can be beautiful, but also funny and quirky, just like you. Welcome. This card is so cute and so simple. If you plan on making this card too, feel free to change it in any way that makes it fit more your personality or your relationship. So you could say something like, I love you more than chocolate. I love you more than coffee. I love you more than my Bravo shows. Now that's a stretch. I'll be writing the phrase in brush calligraphy, but you can just find a special pen or a special marker and just take your time and use your best handwriting, and I'm sure your special someone will appreciate it just as much. Now, let's chat materials. So here's all the materials that I'll be using. This is just like a 100-pound cardstock. I cut and scored it so it's ready to be folded into a card. I'm just using regular heavyweight cardstock for this. I'm not using watercolor paper because we're really not going to be going too heavy on the water, so it should hold up just fine. A pencil for sketching out my design, and then for my hearts, I'm actually going to be using the Tombow dual brush tip pens. So these actually have, you know, a bullet tip down here, and then they've got a brush tip on this end. I'm going to be using the brush tip side. These are just kind of like my three favorite colors to use in this color scheme. I'm not sure if I'll go with all three or just two, to be determined. But I like these because with the brush tip you can get a really, really nice heart shape that's like nice and teeny tiny, which is what I was going for with this little heart border. Now, you could totally use regular watercolor paints, or you could even use like a different type of marker. You don't have to use this brand. You just want to make sure that if you are using a different marker, it's water-based ink, because that's what's going to allow your wet paintbrush to really move that ink around and give it that like soft watercolor effect. Now on that note, because I'm trying to go with a, there we go. On that note, because I am trying to make little tiny micro hearts for my border, these are like the three smallest paintbrushes that I have. Again, once I get started, I'll figure out which of these three will be the best fit. But I'm just going to use that. It'll be a little damp, have a glass of water over there, and I'm just going to use this. I'll show you. I'm going to use it to kind of soften the hearts that I make out of the markers. And then my brush pen, my Tombow. Why is all this getting out of? And then my brush pen. I'm just using a Tombow hard tip brush pen, but you can use whatever pen or marker you want if you're making this at home. Now I'm going to put on some Zen music, and you can either follow along and make the card with me, or you can just chill, relax, and watch some real-time painting and calligraphy. If you really enjoyed watching some real-time calligraphy, check out this video next.